I'm about to hand you a gift for your schedule, for your mind. I'm about to cut your work maybe in half, maybe even 2/3 or 3/4. It depends on how diligent you are about following up. We're going to talk about that in this episode of the VOHeroes podcast. So let me get right to the point. Stop following up. I know there are a lot of people out there who are consultants and coaches and audition whisperers, etc. And I love most of them because they don't teach you to follow up after an audition. You don't need to follow up. Nothing about the audition process requires you to send an additional message after you've submitted your audition. I was reading a post online about somebody who said, is it normal for you to audition and then message the rights holder, this was for ACX, a few days later and never hear back from them? And when you unpack that question, it assumes that you should follow up with a rights holder a couple of days after you do an audition. And you shouldn't. Nothing is gained by sending any sort of note unless you're asked for further information. And then that's not a follow-up, that's a response to an inquiry. People think that, some people think it's a good idea to form a relationship with all the people you audition for on all the different casting sites by following up after you audition. Please don't. Now look what happened. Now you don't have to worry about following up. If you follow what I'm telling you, and you don't follow up, that means you can cut all of that time out of your schedule and maybe instead do another audition for another project. I've talked here before about my little ritual when I'm done with an audition. Even if I've got the whole thing memorized for on camera, or if it's an online audition for a voiceover, I either literally or figuratively tear up the script into little tiny pieces outside the view of the casting director. I don't want them to think I don't like their work or the project that they're working on. But I do it as a physical moment to separate that from everything that follows. That it becomes a watershed event, after the audition. I just don't think about it again. If they want me, they know how to find me. I'm not hard to find. Either through my agent or online. Believe me, if they want you, they will find you. So, takeaway from this, stop following up. Not necessary. It really isn't. There's nothing about it that will aid your building a relationship or them booking you. It just doesn't matter. So stop following up. You don't need to. Audition more. That's what you really should do. If you like what you're hearing, smash the like button. We want it to be obliterated, cracked. Maybe you need a new keyboard. Subscribe to the channel. You can get notified when we have new podcast episodes coming out. If you want to forward this to another actor or voice talent who might get some value out of not following up, please feel free to do so. Go to VOHeroes.com and just grab the link in the address bar above and forward it. We'd love to have that happen. I'm David H. Lawrence, the 17th. I thank you so much for watching and for listening, and I will see you in the next episode of the VOHeroes podcast.